Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Michelle, and today I am in the kitchen because I haven't been in my YouTube kitchen for YouTube in a long time. And I had a small business reach out to me, and they asked me if I was interested in trying some of their brand new products. And I said, of course, I'm excited to try anything. But I have to be honest, but they sent over Cajun dirty rice, and then I have Creole fish fry, Cajun seasoning, lemon pepper seasoning, and barbecue rub seasoning. It's a small company called Now Cooking. The owners, there's two owners, and they're very sweet. They sent it over. Like I said, though, I have to be honest, if it's not good or if it's real salty or if it's nothing special, I'm probably going to say it. But if it's great, I can't wait to try them. And we're going to do chicken tenders, and I have my package of tenders here. I'm going to soak them in buttermilk. This is not buttermilk. I forgot to buy buttermilk. So I'm going to use the old trick of milk and vinegar, and I'm going to soak my chicken tenders. And then, yeah, I'm going to give you my honest opinion and let you know if these are worth buying or not. I'm excited, and I hope you are too, to try some flavors of New Orleans.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Michelle. Welcome to this channel where real talk meets everyday confidence.
Do you say New Orleans, New Orleans, or New Orleans? I always say New Orleans. I don't know why. I've always said that. Growing up in Oklahoma, it was New Orleans. I hear New Orleans and I'm like, that's weird. But anyway, so these are all from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I appreciate local, and I appreciate American companies and producing here in America, which is cool. So we are going to get our chicken tenders cut up. We're going to put it in my fake buttermilk bath, and they need to sit for a while. So I'm going to get my stuff together and get my chicken nice and bathing in my buttermilk, and then we're going to get together and cook this afternoon. I hope you're ready. Of course, I forgot to buy buttermilk, so I used whole milk and vinegar, and I soaked about 1.5 pounds of chicken tenders, all cut up in cube sizes. And I have then made 2 different containers of it. So this one I'm using lemon pepper seasoning, and on this one I am using smoked barbecue rub. And so they have been, the chicken has been sitting in the vinegar and whole milk, buttermilk-ish bath for about an hour. And then I added the seasoning after I separated them, and now they've been sitting here for about half an hour or so. And next we are going to dredge it in the Creole fish fry with lemon. I know it says fish fry, but you can use this with anything. But I'm going to use it with chicken. And we will be back, and I will show you how this looks. Alright, so now we are dredging the smoked barbecue rub, and simplest thing in the world, just take your soaked chicken and just kind of pat all of that in. Make sure you sprinkle off any extra, and then let it sit out because we want it to kind of dry. And let's do all of this. Yeah, cut your chicken better than I did. Because you kind of want, obviously, everything to be the same size. And when you cut them as poorly as I did, you're going to have all different sizes. So be a little bit more cautious than I did. My chicken tenders were different sizes, which was part of my issue. So, get all of that in. And then I'll cut some of these in a minute. So you might be curious how much I used of this for that 1.5 pounds of chicken tenders. Oops, as I spill all over the counter, I used about a half-ish of the bag maybe. And then if you're curious what's in it, we have yellow corn flour, salt, red pepper, garlic, citric acid, black pepper, lemon flavor, and lemon flavor includes lemon oil and lemon juice. And then this is kind of what it looks like, just right out of the package. And when you taste it, it doesn't have like a huge taste, but then you get like just a little bit of some kick maybe in the back of your throat kind of after it's disappeared. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit. So, okay. All right, on to frying. Okay, I have a pot of oil. It's not real deep, so that's important for me. And it's going to be at about 360 or so. We're not going to crowd the pot. We're going to drop these dried-esque chicken tenders in the oil. And okay, I'm going to be able to get this first batch in here. So we're going to let these fry until they're golden brown, and they're so small, they're probably not going to take more than 4 minutes, we'll say. Okay. So don't play with them, let them do their thing, they're magic. I will say they're really easy to come off the bottom when they're ready. So when you can just wiggle them a little bit and they are released from the pan, then they're ready to be flipped. We are going to double fry these, which should give it an extra crispy. So I'm going to take these out. And okay, I'm going to let these come out, and I'm going to let these sit here for just a couple of minutes. Not too long, just a couple of minutes. Again, they're almost drying out. I'm going to leave the oil at the same temp. I'm not going to reduce the oil. And then we're going to put all these back in this oil again, and it's going to be just for a minute or two. It will be even less time. Okay, I am getting them going again. I put them back in for a second fry. These little guys like this, I'm going to take right out. Oh, before I put this on my paper towel, do you see how my paper towel isn't super wet or greasy or anything? I mean, there's a little bit of, obviously of grease. That means that my oil is hot enough. So all of these smaller pieces are going to come out because we also are trying not to overcook them. Some that are maybe just a little bit thicker, I'm going to let these go for just a few more minutes. We'll be back. So I am frying up the other one, the barbecue, and so I'm taking these out. And this is also not sponsored, but this Ninja pan, I think I got it on sale at Macy's for like $89. But I've had this for maybe 6 months, and it has been a workhorse. We use this like daily, and I will say that it still doesn't stick, which is fantastic. I'm usually really, really hard on pans, and they last me a year, and I have to like replace my saucepan every year. But this Ninja, not sponsored, has actually been a great value. $89 might sound like a lot, but hey, it's really held up nicely. All right, so now I have this pile of the barbecue. It's going to go back in the oil for a second quick fry. And I also just wanted to show you how clean the oil is. I'm quite impressed. Obviously, there's a few little bits and whatnot, but the oil is actually pretty clean. And that's a little unusual for me, at least. So I might have had a fairly clean pan, but I'm sweating because it's hot in here. So I have a couple of ways I wanted to try this. One of the ways is this is the lemon pepper chicken came out. First, let's just try it like this. Cooked all the way through. I get lemon. I don't get salt, which I really appreciate, but you get lemon, And you get like a little bit of heat, just a tiny bit, nothing like, oh, to blow out your palate, but you do get a little bit of heat on that. And now let's try the barbecue. Nice crunch. I don't get as much like barbecue on this as I thought I should. So I'm not going to do anything with the lemon chicken because I think it's pretty good as it is. But with the barbecue, I'm going to put a little bit of butter, melted butter in my pan, or my bowl. Good. I'm going to put a little bit of melted butter in a bowl, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more of this on here. And just do a quick little mix. And now I'm going to basically just dunk it in there. Just kind of quick. Nothing, I don't want to take away all of the crispiness that I've been working so hard on getting. But I'm just going to see if this amps up that barbecue flavor. Okay. You should probably let it sit for just a second. Oh wow. That adds something. Wow. That's the winner. Take your fried chicken and coat it in a little bit of butter and a bunch of the barbecue. I'm actually going to add more. Yeah, that's pretty good. Did I tell you what was in the smoked barbecue rub? It has brown sugar, onion, salt, garlic, sugar, tomato, red pepper, black pepper, citric acid, mustard, cumin, rice concentrate, hickory smoke, and thyme. Okay. All words that you can pronounce, which is always very nice. So we're going to So I made like a paste almost, and now I'm just going to take my chicken and just kind of pat it in there. I'm not soaking it, you know, it's not going to sit in there for a while, but I'm just kind of patting it in there just to get a little bit more of that barbecue flavor on there. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, this is with extra barbecue. Yes. Yes. This barbecue almost tastes like barbecue potato chips. When you get a lot of it, it has that same smoky sweet flavor that we all adore barbecue chips with. And that's what that tastes like, is barbecue chips. And on chicken, wow, it's really, can you hear that crunch? Even double dipped and sitting for a couple of minutes. That is really good. I have a hard time deciding which is better, the lemon pepper or the barbecue. I think the barbecue is better for my palate, but the lemon pepper is delicious too. I don't know. This is really, really good. I need to stop eating this, don't I? Okay, well, this is a hit for me at least. This is a huge hit. The chicken nuggets and both the lemon pepper and the barbecue seasoning. So I still have to make the Cajun dirty rice, but I have enough chicken here for a while. So maybe I'm going to save this for tomorrow. But yeah, this is excellent. I'm so happy she sent these to me. And now I have to go buy them myself. I have to go buy them. Wow, that's good. So thank you so much for stopping by my kitchen. And I'm going to eat these and I'm going to sign off and say bye. Come back. Oh yeah, come back for the Cajun dirty rice. Bye-bye.